But is there no tension between the two of you?
Frankly, in my view, there's no tension. We disagree on the way we interpret things. Indeed, I've taken my time to explain. When he was chairman of the Constitutional and Legal Committee, I was the ranking member. On a number of occasions, we disagreed strongly. I recall when we were discussing the property rights of spouses, we took two very strong differing views. Because we couldn't reconcile, he actually said that we should refer the bill back to the executive because the leadership can reconcile. I'll recall exactly. That is not the only time we have disagreed. So disagreeing with him is not new. But to say that disagreeing with him now, because probably he's now the speaker, is insubordination, is most unfair. And in my view, the height of intolerance of other views.
Why do you differ from the way he has sought to educate the general public in Ghana, particularly citing what happens in other jurisdictions? Why do you disagree with his position and you say that the presiding officer, whether it is Mr. Speaker himself, any of his deputies, or a member elected to preside, that presiding officer is duty bound to make a ruling after the objection has been argued?
That is exactly the case. Once a ruling, a motion is brought before the House, whether formally, which is through the system, or in some situations while the person is on his feet, once a motion is before the House and it is argued, as is in this case, the motion is actually has to be ruled upon. You don't defer unless sometimes the leadership agree that will argue, but will defer either with the Speaker's decision, and it often happens that, okay, I will meet with the leadership on this matter. Sometimes we go and negotiate and you change the tone or what each one is looking for. We reconcile them and we come back and we agree on what to do. Otherwise, the Speaker or the person presiding is bound to rule.
But in the circumstance where these decisions, and clearly you only, as it were, preside over what the members of Parliament have brought before the House, where these matters are sort of a review of the decision already made by the Speaker, is there not a problem?
I'm ready to find where a decision made by the Speaker has been reviewed by me or by the House. I've insisted that, for example, in the decision, the purported decision to reject the House, the decision, reject the budget. The decision was the decision of Parliament, except that the Parliament was not properly constituted to take a decision in accordance with the Constitution and our own standing orders. That review is a review of the decision of Parliament. I propose that if you look at the record, and I invite everybody to look at the record, number present, 137. When the vote was ayes, 137, noes, 0, abstention, 0. If you add that together, you get to 137. The Constitution says that at least half of all the members of Parliament should be present. 137 was up to half of all the members present. So that decision was against the Constitution. And whether I declared it or Mr. Speaker himself declared it, it won't change the position. Because it is on record. I did not dream that up.
And you make a promise to Ghanaians that you say, I have never entertained any application for a review of a ruling of Right Honorable Speaker, and I will never do so.
Exactly. If Mr. Speaker makes a ruling, anybody wants to review it, I will not even touch it.